All right, Shalom.
Shalom.
Before we get started, we'll give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS who rule and teach well. And peace and safety to the Akim that's around the four corners of the world that's pushing out this truth, giving all diligence and putting out their lives on the line to do so. This is Brother Karatazar.
Brother Shamak.
Here at the GMS Atlanta camp. You know, just here with the another lesson going in on the topic of being amongst the Akim and the brotherhood. You know, and it's very important, you know, when coming into the truth, you know, because that's how you, build yourself up, you know, by being amongst the prophets. Why? Because it's always edification going on, you know. Matter of fact, you could grab that Matthew 18 and 20. We can start with that.
Yeah. Right. This is Matthew chapter 18. What, verse 20? Matthew chapter 18, verse 20. For where two or three are gathered together in my name, there I am in the midst of them.
That's right, man. And that's Yahweh Shai, our Lord, speaking, man.
Yep.
You know, so when two or three, you know, are amongst, you know, are gathered together, you know, the Lord is present, man.
Yep.
You know, spiritual things are being revealed into us, man. You know, you have something to say?
Just to add on, you know, being around another brother, you know, it's like that. It's like that phrase in the world. If you're the smartest in a group, you need another friend group.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and with you around the brothers, man, it's just so much to learn at one time. It's so much wisdom to soak in. Cause you can have all the knowledge, you can know all the scriptures, but hearing other brothers' experiences and how they handle it, you can't beat that.
That's
you
right.
know, you can know the doctrine, but being amongst the brothers, you can't beat that, man. So you're not in the body, or if you're not willing to take, you know, go under the order fully, you know, you're not doing yourself a good service, man.
Mm-hmm. You're not. You at the end of the day, you're hurting yourself.
Yeah.
You know, because here it is. You know, the Lord has surrounded you with beautiful brothers who's very knowledgeable. You know, but you rather be in a capsule or just entangled in your bed, man, under the covers. You know, closed with your door locked. You know, just being isolated, man.
Yep.
You know, because the scriptures speak about how two is better than one, which we're going to get. You know, and it's very important, man. And also in Sirach, the sixth chapter, it tells you to prove a friend first.
Yep.
You know, so how are you going to prove a friend first if you're never around them? You know, how are you going to do that? You don't even here you are, you're in the same camp as another brother, you know, but you only see him on Saturday.
Yeah.
You know, you stay 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes apart, and you only see him once a week. You know, how you trade? You could obviously be trading talents with that brother, man.
Yeah.
You know, but you can grab that Ecclesiastes.
Ecclesiastes chapter 4, verse 9. Two are better than one because they have a good reward for their labor.
Mm-hmm. It says two are better than one because they have a good reward for their labor. You know, as I just spoke about before, about how I believe there's Matthew the 25th chapter when they spoke about trading the talents. Mm-hmm. You know, the Lord gave one man 2 talents. He came back with 4.
Yeah.
You know, so that's the reward for our labors, man. You know, bringing in the fruit, man.
Yep.
You know.
And then that fruit, because that's something you pray for too with I think Matthew chapter 9 verse 38. But you know, you pray for those laborers because what, man? That's gonna build your faith and the next man's faith.
That's right.
It works interlines with each other.
That's right.
You know, it's only the good for both of y'all.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and just being in the midst, the spirit is even stronger.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that's just something you just gotta feel and just go through.
That's
you know?
right. You gotta continue.
Okay, yeah, continue. Verse 10. For if they fall, the one will lift up his fellow, but woe to him that is alone when he falleth, for he have not another to help him up.
That's right, man. So at the end of the day, you know, the brotherhood, hey, we're supposed to have each other's back, man.
Yeah.
That's another reason why you're supposed to be willing to, be amongst the Akim.
Yeah.
You know, just in case you may fall on short hands, you know, if this brother may need my help, you know, and he called me, I'm supposed to answer, man. And it's not supposed to be grievous unto you, man.
Right. You're not supposed to be on some, fuck,
Mm-hmm.
damn. I really wanted to goddamn do the other moves. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
It shouldn't be. It should just come natural. Like, boy, hey, I'm about to 80. It got to be something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, kinda.
So I'm just go ahead. You know, just like when the account when the Yahweh Shai was with the disciples and he said drop your nets. They did it, man.
Yep.
You just gotta be ready, because if a brother called, man, it should be with a quickness.
That's
You
right.
know, or with at least a valid, something valid going on. You know, it just at the end of the day, it's all about prioritizing. You know, see, ultimately, because when it's a brother, it's really the Lord, man. Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, because he speaks through his men. You know. You wanted more on that?
Yeah, you can keep going to that.
Verse 11, Ecclesiastes chapter 4, verse 11. Again, if two lie together, then they have heat. But how can one be warm alone?
Yeah, that's comforting one another, man.
Yeah.
You know, the spirit dwelling, within us, and hey, man, when brothers get around each other, man, the spirit is high, man. You feel it, man.
You feel it.
You know, the godly and the heavenly conversation, that's being pushed out. You know, hey, man, that's why we always, if you ever notice when you're around the brotherhood, we always say, call halal Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, because we know he's present, man.
Yeah.
You know, we know that he's using us as vessels, to push his spirit out, man.
Yeah.
You know?
And people can't understand that, because one thing you can't do, you can't fake the spirit. You know? You ain't no faking the spirit, bro. Especially around spiritual men.
Yeah.
These spiritual men, they can peep anything what's going on. Stuff that you may not see. And stuff that you see and may attempt to hide.
That's right.
You know? That's why it's just better to stand upright in the spirit, walking honestly, with Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai.
That's right.
You know?
You can continue, man.
Come on. Just like lost it.
The thing on verse 11 still.
Ecclesiastes chapter 4, verse 12. And if one prevail against him, two shall withstand him.
That's right.
And a threefold cord is not quickly broken.
That's right, man. It says a threefold cord is not quickly broken.
Yep.
It's like just like a braid, man. You know, if you ever paid attention to how women braid hair, especially professionals or they went to school for it, hey man, that hairstyle may last a long time. Why? Because it's not easily broken, man.
Yeah.
If you would entangle something, as far as a rope, you just can't penetrate it, man.
Yep.
It's a process to untangle it, and that's the same with the brotherhood, man.
Yep.
With the brotherhood, only the Lord can separate you, man. That's why we have Psalms of 51st chapter when David spoke about the Lord taking the Holy Spirit away from him, man.
Yep.
So just can't regular 2/3 nigga.
Yeah.
Or Edomite can't just come and penetrate the brotherhood.
Yeah.
Just for a quick example, we had the situation at camp yesterday, where the Edomite woman, tried to get in her brother's face and grab the camp sign, and she ended up calling the police, thinking that we were gonna get arrested, when she was in the wrong, man.
Yep.
That comes from all the brothers being, on that one accord, like-minded.
Yep.
No one, brother just pushed her away.
Right.
Ain't nobody throw no hands or because, brother, men, we're men.
Yeah.
We could have easily put her down, but us being on that one chord and knowing the scriptures, because the scriptures say what? Agree with thine adversary.
Yeah.
Hey, we all,
Yeah.
matter of fact,
Yeah.
I'll get a quick one.
Yeah. Agree with our adversary quickly. That's just being wise. Especially being in captivity, man. But hey, it's quick. It's okay to be like, hey, you got it. Hey, you got it, man. We ain't trying to look. You got it.
Yeah.
Cause we got a bigger thing coming for us, man.
Yeah. But if you have somebody who haven't been around like that, and that he don't know, how the spirit of things moving, he could have easily went off.
Yeah, he could have easily went off. He could have been. He could have been in that cussing out spirit. Just wanted to, you know what I'm saying? Just that. Just would have been off his heel. Like.
Yeah. This is Acts 2, and I'll start at the top. It says, and when the day of the Pentecost was fully come, they were all with one accord in one place. So he says they were all with one accord in one place, meaning they were all like-minded, man. And that the scriptures, what the scriptures say in Romans 15:4, everything that was written aforetime was written for our learning. So this is showing us an example on how to be. It says, and suddenly there came a sound from heaven as of a rushing mighty wind, and it filled all, and it says, and it filled all the house where they were sitting. You know, and that was speaking of the Spirit, man. And the Spirit came and when they were all like-minded, man. You know, Matthew 18:20, when 2 or 3 are gathered, I am in the midst, man. You know, was there any more on the Ecclesiastes?
Nah, I think that was it.
You got something?
I got something. This is Hebrews chapter 10, verse 25. Not forsaking the assembling of ourselves together, as the matter of some is, but exhorting one another, and so much the more as ye see the day approaching. You know, so they're just going into not forgetting, you know, not underestimating the impact of the brotherhood. You know, you know what I'm saying. So taking that one day out the week, or you know, that one link up, you know, it can reboot your spirit for the next week.
Right.
You know, you're not forsaking it, not forsaking it, man, because it can be easily forsaken for, you know, that worldly stuff, man. You know, those distractions.
Women.
You know? Yeah, women. You know, this fleshly desires.
Yeah.
You know, that can get you off track, because the brotherhood it keeps you on point. It keeps you on point overall. You know, how you moving, what the knowledge. You know, understanding of the scriptures. You know. Just in general.
Yeah, just in general, because I can say, just a testimony for myself, a lot of the knowledge, you know, that I've gained, it wasn't, you know, just on me being alone, you know, just studying the scriptures. A lot of it came from being amongst the brothers. Yeah. You know, you got class, you know, you linking up with brothers, you going over chapter breakdowns. Yeah. You know, a lot of my knowledge didn't come from, of course, it came from the Lord. But it came from being amongst with another brother, man.
Definitely at camp too.
You know, at camp.
Just listen. You like, oh, I ain't know that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just the power of it. And then you see the end of the scripture. It says, as you see the day approaching, because as the bishop always say, it's gonna come a time we're not gonna be able to do this. You know, we know what time it's gonna come a time we're not gonna be able to do this.
That's right, bro.
Think about the predicaments brothers be in that hold them back from being able to link up sometimes. That hold them back from linking up at camp. Things about it, you know, sometimes it depends on the amount of brothers. You're like, damn, bro, it can be a wear on the spirit.
Yep.
As a body, because this is not no individual thing. This is about the body. When something impacts one, impacts all of us.
That's right,
you
bro.
know.
Hey, even, you know, with that being said, you got brothers who's in GMS who's just by themselves. You know, just one man camp. But they still have the Holy Spirit with them, man. Exactly. You know, so at the end of the day, we are not alone. Hey, I believe it was Elijah. You know, I think he was speaking to the Lord. He said he thought he was by himself, but the Lord told him he got 7,000 men not willing to bow down to Baal, man.
Yeah, that's a heavy account.
You know, it shows you that, hey, we not alone, man. We got brothers, you know, scattered all across the four corners of the world. But what, like we brought out in the Acts the 2nd chapter, we all on that same accord, man. Meaning that we're together, we're united.
Right, because you're not the only one going through what you're going through. And we all had the same experience, whether you longevity in the truth or you just heard the truth. You know, we all went through the same exact process. Like, bro, I asked the same question. I did the same thing. And then that's how you get better, man. Just being around the brother, he be like, damn, I ain't know that. You know, I ain't know you struggle with the same thing I struggle with. And then, you know, that's part of the brother mentioned. The faith booster and trading them talents that you spoke about.
That's right.
You know, that's what it's all about, man. Because at the end of the day, you're not gonna get through this thing by yourself. You know, you're not gonna get through this thing without the brotherhood. You know, that's what it all comes. That's why I say, don't forsake. Do not forsake, man.
That's right.
You know, don't underestimate the impact of this thing, man.
I got something for you. This is 2 Thessalonians. It's like in 1 Thessalonians, chapter 2. And I start at the top. This is when Paul visited the church of Thessalonica, and he was basically giving them comforting words.
Yep, he was exhorting them, man. Like, man, y'all keep pushing.
Keep pushing the fire. You know, this is 1 Thessalonians 2:1. It says, "For yourselves, brethren, know our interest in unto you that it was not in vain." You know, so Paul is saying that him visiting the church, it was not in vain, man. You know, it says, "But even after that we have suffered before and we were shamefully entreated, as you know, at Philippi, we were bold in our power to speak unto you the gospel of the Most High with contention. You know, so Paul was dedicated, you know, into giving the churches comforting words, whether it was rebuking, you know, or exhorting, man. You know, he was bold. He was bold about it, man. He made it his duty. You know, it says, I'm gonna jump down to verse 11.
And that's a good point too, cause reason we bold, man, we got each other.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we would not be as confident. You know,
Yeah.
we'd still be confident, but not as confident if we was by ourselves on the highways and byways.
Yeah.
You know, we with the brothers, man. That spirit, that's how you feel it, bro. You be
Yeah.
like, man, you can't tell us nothing.
God.
You know, when we with each other, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yep. Verse 11, it says, as you know how we exhorted and comforted and charged every one of you as a father doeth his children. So Paul was looking out for the church, man. You know, as a father, man, as a father figure, man. That's why we, you know, we look up to we look up to our apostles and elders as our fathers. Why? Because they're giving us that guidance, that rebuke, that right direction to go, man.
Things we need for the faith.
That's right.
You know? The good and the bad, the bitter and the sweet.
That's right.
That's just part of it.
And it's beautiful at the end of the day. At the end of the day, why wouldn't you want to be amongst the brothers?
Yeah.
You know, it's just a sign of you falling out, man.
Yeah.
You know, I know the bishop here at Tazewam, he always states that every time a brother fell out of this camp, they would always wither further and further away from the brothers, man. You know, and that's scary, man.
That's scary too.
Mm-hmm. It says, as you know how we exhorted and comforted and charged every one of you as a father doeth his children, that you will walk worthy of the Most High, and who hath called you into his kingdom and his glory. For this cause also thank we the Most High without ceasing, because when ye received the word of the Most High which ye heard of us, ye received it not as the word of men, but as in truth, the word of the Most High, which effectually worketh also in you that believe, man. You know, so we have to walk worthy. You know that you know the spirit, you know that the Lord allowed His spirit to work within us, man.
Yeah.
You know, because he easily could have gave it to someone else, man.
Yeah.
You know, so that's why we can't take the truth and you know, and the apostles, the elders, even the younger brothers that's under you. You can't take them for granted, man.
Yeah.
You know, you had something? We can,
No, I ain't had none.
we can close off with that Psalms 133.
133.
We can close off with that.
This is Psalms, chapter
We go into it too.
133, verse 1. Behold, how good and how pleasant it is for brethren to dwell together in unity. You know, so hey, it's all about that one mind, one body, one spirit. Cause you think about it, and you compare it to to when you was in the world, you and your homeboys, I mean your closest homeboys too. Y'all was never 100%
Right.
one, but y'all agreed on everything.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You agreed like, man, this we think exactly the same.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't like that, man. But that shows you the level of the spirit, what the spirit do. Cause we in unity, man. We all, you know, Great Millstone, man. It's a lot of brothers
It's a lot, man.
on one mind, one body, one spirit.
That's
You know?
why, if I could just add to your point, that's why when, you know, brothers may come from another state, you know, even just me and this brother haven't even known each other for a whole year yet,
Right.
but we know more about each other than somebody who we even grew up with, man.
Yeah.
You know? Why? Because the Spirit of the Lord dwells amongst both of us, man. You know? The Spirit of the Lord is within us. Hey, we don't eat pork. We don't sleep with each other women.
Yeah.
You know? We all push the same doctrine, which is the most important.
Yep.
You know? That's the beauty in it, man.
Yep.
You know?
Because the word, when you look up the word fellowship on the etymology dictionary online, it goes into discipline on one doctrine.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's the definition of it. It's like, that's just heavy.
Yeah, it's
Because
heavy,
how could two walk unless they be agreed? You know?
Mm-hmm.
That's it right there.
God, was that it on that?
You wanted more on that?
I think it was just a
Yeah, it
well,
was
you
one.
can read the second verse.
Verse 2. It is like the precious ointment upon the head that
Mhm.
ran down upon the beard, even
Mhm.
Aaron's beard, that
Mhm.
went down to the skirts of his garments.
That's right, man. So you ever have that feeling, you know, as you have been, you know, anointed.
Yeah.
You know, that feeling that, hey, man, the Lord, you can just tell that the Lord is present, man.
Yep.
You know, that's how it is when you dwelling amongst brotherhood, man.
That cause true that it's that cause you know the Matthew chapter 25 you brought up speaks about that oil in the lamp. That's how you keep oil in your lamp.
Yep.
You know, sometimes you just be you be down in the spirit sometimes. Sometimes you be like, hey bro, just link up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like bro, link up, bro. I'm getting vexed as hell.
And all your worries go away.
Your worries go away.
Mhm.
You do. Cause then you get back like, damn, back to the bullshit.
Yeah.
I was with the brothers, you know, we was teaching, linking up, drinking yan, just vibing out the spirit, maintenance, spiritual conversation. Now it's like, damn, back to the bullshit. But that's what it is.
That's
you
what
know?
it is, man.
That's what it is, man.
Yep. Hey, so you know the point is, man, don't forsake the brotherhood, man. We got examples in the scriptures where men didn't forsake the brotherhood and they still push, man.
Right.
You know? So you know, we hope this lesson was edifying. We'll go ahead and close out by giving all praise and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushua, by Hashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS who rule and teach well. Till the next time, Shalom.
Hey, shalom.